Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
I am Mike.
And today, Sunday Funday. So what are we doing today for Sunday Funday? I figured I'd change it up a little bit. We recently did the Willett Purple. I can't say purple top. And I really want to see how it stands up against a couple name brand ones that are going to be just a little bit cheaper. So I wanted to put it up against stuff that's right around the same proof. So we got this Penelope 9-year. This is 109 proof. We got it for $64.99. And then the Willett Purple top, this is 108 proof. This was $249.99. And then we have Willett Antique. We haven't tried this on the dog's age. We got this for $59.99. And I know people are going to say you can't hardly find that, but
you can't even see it.
No, we can't.
That's not made it.
And definitely not going to see it for $59.99 anymore either. Speaking of $59.99, this is Nelson Brothers. This is 107.8 proof, and that's also $59.99. So I wanted to see, these are a few name brand bottles, and I want to see how Willett does against a couple of the I figured they were all relatively cheap compared to the Willett, so I wanted to see what they did.
Everything's relatively cheap compared to that, but these guys do have finished now.
They have a whole set of them.
Chardonnay, a sherry, and something.
Yep.
I have seen them. Reasonably priced too. I think they're like $60, $70.
Right. So regular mash mix-up rules. Mike pours them. I'm out of the room. He leaves the room. I shuffle them up. We will be drinking the same thing at the same time. You'll know what we're drinking. We'll just make fools of ourselves and guess all the wrong stuff, but we'll get right into it. Ooh. I don't think we're going to have a bad drink, to be honest with you. These were 4 good bottles. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick them out in my head. Glass number 1 has a pretty good nose. I can say
I'm
that.
going to do my damnedest to cheat and lie and just throw all kinds of shit that I know what I'm talking about. But
I'll throw a guess out like I always do. I don't know how confident I feel right now. We'll see as I go through. That's actually very good.
It's very, very good. It's got a nice nutty finish in this one.
Nutty. I was going to say fruity for once. I really was.
But I didn't come down.
That's my first sip of the day. That's nice. You know, the 107, 108, 109 proof, it's just a happy proof. It doesn't burn you up, but it coats very well.
I didn't even swish it, but it's got...
Oh, no, that sat in my mouth right there.
Oh,
it is still on my tongue. Oh, yeah, 100%. Because I took just a baby sip. I didn't swish it either because it was my first sip of the day. That's when I was looking for stuff that we had that was around that proof. I had said, I almost substituted the Willett Antique for the Jack 12, which you can't get that any more than you can get the, you know what I mean? So
Willett, there's like no Willett products in our area right now.
No, but the Jack 12 didn't come. One is very good.
It is very good. Yep. Or if it is behind glass and ridiculous price.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Jack yet, even at an outrageous price this year.
No, yeah, because you haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I haven't seen a Jack 12 because I really wanted to compare it with last year's Jack 12, but we didn't. Steve found us a 10, but no 12 to be found. Wow, this is very good. I'm going to have a hard time picking which one is which. The Nelson Brothers, one of the oldest bottles we have on it on our shelves now, because that's been up there for a while.
I'm surprised that didn't evaporate.
It was hiding. it was every time I'd walk near it, it ducked behind another bottle, I think. Oh, that's very good, too. In a different way. I think I got a little more fruity off the first one, but, man, that one has a nice, full-bodied flavor on that one. Again, good viscosity. It's holding on.
It is all the above.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting the nut presence, but I almost get... And funny, the weird thing is I never get it, but I'm getting like a hint of butterscotch on this one.
Ooh, I haven't got that yet. I've been looking to see which. I kind of thought it might even be glass number 1, but I figured I'd wait until I drink the other ones to see if there's a contrast when I came back.
I don't know what I like better, the nut or the other one.
The viscosity on glass number 1, and I don't know if it was just because my first one or not, seemed a little bit thicker. It seemed to hang on my tongue a little bit more. Not that 2 was a slouch.
I was going to say, this one's still sticking there.
No. I just think it just ends a little bit more.
It ends with a different end flavor.
I got a 2-way tie for first. Don't get me wrong. I'd have to knick-knack them too, but I think off of memory, and it could have been just because it was my first one, so it seemed to coat better. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's the case or not, but The two very good bottles. Again, that was kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to do this too, because I know Nelson Brothers in Penelope. They're pretty much on a lot of shelves all over the place. You know what I mean?
Definitely
and they're
Nelson
relatively.
Brothers. Cask strength, Penelope.
It's not. It's the 9-year, and I think that was a regular. It's
barrel strength. It's still
no, it's just a 9-year, just a 9-year barrel strength. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Because it's a blend.
You see the architect more than that sometimes, but still available more than 2 and 3.
Right.
This nose isn't bad either.
It's not, but I'm getting a twang off this one. I'm thinking I think we appropriately put the bottle in the right spot now. If that's what I'm thinking. Like, are you getting that? There's like a woody twang on it on the nose.
There's a different front flavor too.
Yeah, there is.
A wicked different front flavor.
I'm gonna have to see on that one on the way back. Although I will. You got to give credit where credit is due. There is. It has a good viscosity, and it has actually it's still following through. Like it still.
I don't know if it's holding on as good.
Not as good, but it's a decent one. Now.
No, it is. But it has a different.
It has a different taste.
Different front end taste of this one.
Whatever this might be, whether it be the Willett or not, on the nose and on the palate, it's like a. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a woody, light, bright.
I don't know if I'm even getting woody, but
yeah, I'm getting more grassy. Like it's. I don't want to say grassy though, because it's going to come out sounding that I'm saying bad. But it's like a. There's like a wet straw smell.
Oh,
is that better? Is it wet straw?
Way better.
It might not have urine and horse manure in it, but it's like that wet straw smell. That's what I'm kind of getting. You know, we baled the hay at Allen's a billion years ago, but you know when they get the wet hay smell.
Another job I hated. Oh, did I hate that job? It was a lot of fun jobs when we were younger. Good thing our father pawned us off to.
Yeah, we were
slave labor.
Yeah, I honestly. That's not bad, but it's my first one I'm pulling. Oh, you did the same thing. It's the first one I'm pulling back. The flavors like the other ones are dark and rich.
It's the front end flavor twist to something different.
It was one of them. We've said it a million times. Something that just brings you off profile. These two were good tasting bourbons, and this one's like
and it was still different.
That?
I mean, I had a nut in a little more fruity,
but they seemed in the same league.
They did because they did carry. I don't know if this carried as much. No. It didn't seem to hang on as long.
It had a twang too.
It had the front end twang.
Yeah, it did.
I couldn't figure out the end.
No, this nose is cranking. This one's way different too.
It's cranking though.
It is, but what am I smelling?
I almost wonder if I got 2 and 4 wrong.
What am I smelling? This is different too.
This nose is probably the strongest nose, which is now going to make me confused and change my mind.
No, I'm just curiosity. Is Penelope the 4? Is this one a 4 grain also? Corn, rye, wheat, and malted mouth. That could be the twang too. That could very well be what we're tasting in glass number 3. Because it is a 4 grain. There was a different nose on 4, but the palate ran with like the rest of the pack. This one actually has a.
This nose is way better though.
Yeah,
it's way stronger.
I think I'm getting a fruity. I think this is gonna turn into my fruity butterscotch. I think this might be this might be
because the nose was the strongest right off. I know it sat the longest, so I don't know if now I confused 2 and 4.
There is a fruity twang to this one though.
There is a cute.
I'll see if the butterscotch comes in after we take the break, but I'm definitely getting that fruity. Yeah. Almost just swallowed wrong. I had like a hiccup right in the middle of the swallow. Oh yeah, that has a big fruity presence. I don't hate that one either.
No, I the only one that's kind of lagging to me.
3 so far.
Yeah, it's got.
But it'll be interesting to see how it does when it gets up. Like when you get that weird one out of the middle of it. How's it going to compare to the other ones?
No,
you know what I mean?
I hear you. It just, but it did stay. It definitely stood out from the 3 to start.
Again, so we're doesn't matter what we think right now. It all matters when we come back. So we're gonna cleanse our palate. We're gonna take a quick break. 1 second for you. We'll be back in a minute. All right, we are back. We're gonna start on the right, work our way left. Well, I'll be shocked if this isn't Weller Antique. I don't know.
I was leaning
Whatever
towards.
it is.
I was leaning
I'm
towards.
gonna have to
I was
see
leaning towards a
afterwards.
Penelope actually. When I first called coming the first way,
Yep.
I got this as Penelope.
I don't know.
But it has
I'm
the
getting
strong-
a huge fruity.
It has the strongest
Yeah.
nose.
I haven't had that.
I
Penelope
may
in a
have
dog's
to
age,
switch. The only one we did is Willett.
That is so fruity. I'm leaning. I can always change it. I'm leaning towards this one, though.
You might not be far off because it's pretty tasty.
I'm leaning towards this one. We're going to have to see once I go to the other ones.
But I thought I was getting
show-
butterscotch in too, which I never get.
Right, so it might be. I don't know. We're going to see, but I'm getting a
whatever
huge,
this is. It's very good.
It is very good. There's a huge fruity presence in the front, and
There
nice
is that-
caramel
there
in the
is a-
middle, and it
there
has,
is that
a
nose.
decent little... It's not overly oaky at the end, though. It kind of
No.
carries that fruity flavor all the way through. That's why I think it's well up.
And it's easy.
I was just going to say that, but I was trying to swallow. It coats very well, but it's soft as a kitten. Like, it drinks probably the easiest one on the table. That's another reason why it makes me think it's Weller. But...
And I did say on the way first time that I might have 2 and 4 confused, but we'll see. Oh, there's another new nose now.
More caramel in it than it was. They had that twang when we first did it.
No,
but there's more of a
it's
caramel
got no.
now.
It's got something totally different that I've not had.
What would that be?
If I can only pull that rabbit out of my ass,
Yeah, I'm
I'd be
getting
good.
way more caramel out of than I.
I'm not.
On the way
I'm not
in.
getting any caramel actually.
Jeez, it's almost like you already licked the freaking candy first too. You know what I mean? Like it's like almost like a Werther's candy caramel.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, let's try it on.
I do get a light caramel in the back, but not like you. But it's something up front.
Not when you put it on your tongue, though. When you put it on your tongue, it doesn't taste like it smells even.
No, so I have that same smell and the taste.
Would it be wet straw by any chance?
It's not wet straw, but it kind of has an end oak finish.
This could very well be Penelope. We did this one time before, I think. I mean, it's not bad,
No, it's totally different.
but
from
it's
the
not,
other
it's not as good as 4.
three.
Four-
This has got too many different.
There's a weirdness
flavors.
to
I don't know what the hell I was thinking with 4 because
How much you drank?
It was.
We've
must have
only
been
been doing this for 2
must
years,
have
but
been very
it's
good.
still snuck
I'm
up
looking
on
at that.
you.
I'm like, how do I have this much and that much? Wow, I'm sucking palm water there.
Be knick-knacking for an hour and a half later, and he's going to be like, "I'm out. I can't do it." Yeah, no. There was an aftertaste in this one. It brings you out of the other 3.
At least 4 and 3. Right
And this
now.
one, and again, on its own, it might be fine. But in this mix so far, coming off of 2 and coming off of 3, it's bringing me out of where I want to be.
I don't think it's $250 fine.
I don't know if it's that one. I can't confirm nor deny.
Yeah, well,
but
that's my prediction right now.
that is my guess. Like, even smelling this one, this is bringing me back more into the caramel land. This one did caramel out a little bit, but this is bringing me back more to the traditional bourbon-esque smells where you're getting it. Let's see.
Yeah, so now I'm wondering. I'm not getting that little hint.
I don't get the butterscotch. Although I didn't get the butterscotch, I'm going to have to go nose to nose to see if I get it on there. But I was definitely getting a fruity, although this does have a fruit aspect to it too.
It does.
It's like a caramel
does.
apple, though. I'm getting more like almost like a green apple with
day and
caramel.
night from 3.
3 is did us dirty. 3 just got in the way.
It's-
We're gonna have to go back to that later.
It does.
It really did.
It's yeah, because it.
Because I can't tell whether I like this better than 4 or not. Because 3 just disturbed me. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I think 2 is a little bit darker and richer. 4 brings a lot more of that fruit flavor to me. I think I like the drinkability and the flavor profile better, but I always do on 2. I think, so, but I'm going to keep them close, like 2 and 4, interchangeable. But
Yeah, and in my head in my bottles as well, but
I think we're closer in the bottles. I'm gonna have to try to solidify these two, but I think the
Solidify. He's got the fucking Wagners out today.
I think I got 3 and 4 down. I do. If I made me to be able to drink out of a straw, I squirted it all over myself.
Drinking is a problem with him.
I don't like straws at all. I didn't got this stupid cup with a. Thank you, dear. It's so wonderful with that stupid straw, and then I got to clean it all the time.
Pull the straw out,
and then it it's one of them ones where it has a tiny little hole and you barely get any. So I'm like upside down for like 2 days to try to get 3 drops of liquid in there.
He's so complicated.
Oh my god. You know,
everyone else can pull a straw out and drink fine.
It doesn't drink. I wanted to pour in my mouth. Hole.
You know, then drill a hole in the back.
I'm gonna drill a hole in the back, all right, with a new cup.
This nose is actually very good, actually.
Really? Because I was just gonna say it's almost insignificant. I'm not getting anything.
I'm getting
compared to twos.
No. I
can get it, but I mean that would jump out compared to this one to me. Maybe insignificant was the wrong word.
Still a big nut finish in this one to me.
I'm not getting a nut. I'm trying to see the nut. You know, it's funny coming this way. I thought one coated better, but now going the other way, I think two coats better.
I was leaning towards 2 as better anyway.
On that first sip, I am.
So I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna have to knick-knack.
I do like the nut finish though. Excuse me.
I think we could safely say 1, 2, and 4 are in a lead. They're in the lead. Mm-hmm. I don't think 3 is even a factor in this one, whatever that is, because it really brings you up.
And I honestly think 2. I'm 2, 1, 3, 4. I mean, 2, 1, 4, 3.
I might be the exact same way. Honestly,
I like that. I do like that.
I got you finish. No, I got you.
But I don't. But I'm not disappointed in.
I don't know what. I don't know which bottle is which. I'm going to stay with the bottles we have. All right. This is the part. Unfortunately, it would be too long if we kept it. That you're not going to see. We're going to go head to head with all of these 4 bottles and try to pick that. Narrow down which one we think is the best. So we'll be back in 1 second.
1 second.
So we are back, and we finally agree again. We actually not only agree on what we liked, we agree on what we thought the bottles were. So we could be 1,000% wrong on the bottles, but
100% wrong on the bottles.
I think we're 100% correct on the order that we picked because there's definite reasons. Each one, none of them are. There's not a bad bottle on the table. Don't get me wrong. 3's almost there. Whatever 3 might be, it comes off like way off profile. There's a huge twang, but this was actually pretty cool because 4 is like super fruity and sugary, which is again off the other 2 profiles. So,
and one's a nut.
And one's a nut. And there were 4 distinct bottles. We have no idea which one's which, but they would definitely had 4 different flavors on there.
Agreed.
2 just last for days. I don't know what that is, but that is a banging bottle right there. So let's just jump right into it. Our last place bottle. You got your right pad and your right things and all this stuff. All right,
let's roll it.
Our last place bottle, what was in glass number 3, and it's what you put in glass number 1. Willett comes in dead last. That's $200 and something dollars.
There's an imagination going on now, isn't there?
It is what it is. It comes way off profile and has a grassy twang to it.
You kept trying to convince me that it was going to be Penelope, and I'm like, no.
I was so trying to get him to pick the wrong bottles. I'm not going to lie, but I couldn't get him to sway. But no, it does. It comes off
right off the bat. It came. I don't know.
Again, it's that Willett profile, man. I get it off of everything they've ever made. But anyways, back to where we are. Our third place bottle, what was in glass number 4, and it's what you put in glass number 3. Weller. Yeah, and again, this one was very good, but it comes off really. If you like that profile, we never picked the Buffalo Trace because it's. When you put it up against like the darker, richer ones, it's too sugary sweetness.
Well, and it came out pretty fruity.
Oh no, 100%. So I was getting like a strawberry.
But in its defense, the nose is
it's very good.
The nose is cranking, and it's not a hard drinker.
No, it's very good. But coming when you put it in a blind like this, you're like, I like these 2 better. That's all there was to it.
We did 100%. Yes.
So speaking of better, our second place glass was what was in glass number 1, and it's what you put in glass number 2.
Nelson.
No, so there you go. We actually went 4 for 4 on the bottles on this one. And here it is. Again, you're going to have to leave a comment down below. Our grand champion today out of this battle is the Penelope 9-year at 109. We got this for $64.99. And you're going to have to tell me around, is this still around? Because, you know, again, we have it, so I'm not actually looking for it anymore. But, man, that just hung on for days. Like, it was the most oily, the best coating, the best viscosity, the most amount of flavor, and it just the finish just lasted compared to all the rest of them. There's not a bad one on the taste. Well, I don't like the profile of the Willett, but the other ones are good on their own. But when you drink them side by side, it was the king today, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
I agree.
Yeah. So, well, there you go. I wanted to change it up. I wanted to give Willett its fair chance. It had time to open up, and I said, let's put it to a test against 4.
I was going to let it rest. He's like, nope.
I want to see. You know what I mean?
But honestly, I'm not surprised.
But you know what? I don't know what other 3 bottles I could put up against it that profile isn't going to be off-putting. You know what I mean? Like I went with proof. On this one, I 100% said I'm going to pick bottles that have similar proofs, and that's what I mean. If we would have picked Baker's at 107 or Jack Daniel, that didn't have a prayer against either one of them too. Let's be honest. Really,
it's the same in buying it.
Yeah,
it's like you know, it's not. All you that want to spend the extra money, I just say, and again, save your nickels. You can get so many more bottles.
And again, it's our profile. If you are a Willett lover, by all means, love the Willett. It doesn't matter either way. The
main people haven't said they're the mad Willett.
No, but the reason I wanted to do this though is because we didn't like the Masters collection from Woodford because we paid so much money for it, and then it smashed everybody.
No, so that
you know what I mean. So that's why I want to give it its fair due.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
you know, and 4. It is pretty tasty.
No, they're 1, 2, and 4. I actually would drink happily. This just has a weird twang to it that I'm not a huge fan of. Will I drink it?
Right in the beginning, it has a weird
on the
flavor,
nose.
And that I couldn't figure out what that was, and it is almost like you're walking through a swamp type deal, but
it does. It has that wet hay taste that just I can't get by.
It's almost like not. It's like a forest.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong. We still have another barrel of the 80s, and we have a couple other suggestions that you guys have done. There's a couple of them that you guys suggested that we haven't cracked one of the bottles that go. Again, the other 3 were great. So keep leaving your comments down below if you want to see a Sunday Funday. I know a couple of you suggested stuff. I just haven't cracked some of the bottles that you suggested. And other than that, I really wanted to give this a shot, because we dumped on Willett so much. This was its chance, and it came in dead last. So, again, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep putting it in to see if it can. I'll give it another shot. You know what I mean? But,
yeah, well.
You know, it is what it is. So if you have a suggestion for a future Sunday Funny, leave a comment down below.
We surely won't save it.
No. It's going to go just like everything else.
It doesn't seem to be one of our favorites anyway. So
once again, Penelope, hell of a job. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less. Drink more.
Cheers. Super nut actually on that one.
And it's funny, I don't remember getting.
Babble on long.
I don't remember getting it.